I wish to rule. I wish to exert my will and my vision upon the Empire and the Sith. That is our Order's way.
Hey there guys, TDS Gaming here and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to look at the patch release notes for game update 5.9, the Nathema Conspiracy. Now there's quite a few significant changes with this patch. The main change is that we get a new Flashpoint, the Nathema Conspiracy. Who would have thought it? But you need to bear in mind a few things with this. You need an average gear rating of 242 again on this one, so it's going to be very similar to Crisis on Umbara and A Traitor Among the Chiss. The other thing that you need to remember is to start the story via your mission terminal on your class ship once you've completed the other storylines, including A Traitor Among the Chiss. There's also 3 companions returning to the game in this update. We've got Felix Arreso, Akavi Spa, and I think this one's going to be everybody's favourite, Mako. Over the next 7 days or so there's also going to be a worldwide XP event running at a bonus level of 100% on XP and command XP points. So get those command credits in while you can if you wanted to max out your command level. Best opportunity to do so. Now there's been a number of other changes as well, including to the conquest objectives and the points gained for the repeatable and daily repeatable objectives. I've put some details down in the video description about those parts of the patch notes. There's also a couple of bugs fixed where people have had to log in for the conquest points to properly show in the guild member window. And there was another bug where people who were on the Satil Shan server would show up as the Hot Prospect. Whoops, they clearly didn't think that one was done deliberately for the namesake, was it? There's also been big changes to, as Eric Musko refers to them as, skank tanks. Those are where people choose the tank discipline and select DPS for the gear. Now that being said, tanks have been overpowered for quite some time anyway on the game, so while it may drag the boss fights out for a little bit by reducing the overall damage dealt by a tank, I'm still interested to see how they're going to change this overall. There is the possibility where in future updates they may change how DPS damage is dealt with by giving DPS a boost to compensate in other areas and try and make it fairer across the board. I'd like to get your thoughts on that as to whether that's a compromise and whether that's something that they may well implement in the future. There's also been some other changes to classes and skills. Again, the details are down in the description at the link provided. There's also been some big changes item wise as well. Because of the new Nathema Conspiracy Flashpoint being added to the game, a new 240 rated augment schematic has also been added, and that can be obtained by completing the Flashpoint on Master Mode. Some small crafting boxes have been added to the Conquest rewards for a medium yield planet, while the large boxes will cover the large yield planets. They contain 2 or 5 materials randomly chosen from the encrypted memory cores and charged matter transubstantiators. Those are going to be respective to the yield planet size, and they are going to be used as a material for the new previously mentioned grade 10 tier augment, which is 240 rated. So there's quite a lot involved in having to craft these because you're having to either obtain the mats from doing the conquest or buy them from seller prices on the GTN. But you've then also got to drop the schematic on Master Mode as well. Cartel market wise, there hasn't been any major changes, there's just been a couple of small discounts added, but nothing significantly worth noting. I'm kind of hoping that they bring back the new direct purchase sale again in the near future. Even if they only did that once every 6 months, it keeps people's appetite whet for previous content and it gives people a chance to buy it and add it to the wardrobes and look at making use of the Cartel coins that they're gaining through their subscriptions. The only other significant point to mention is that the Introduction to Conquest mission can now be completed again, and the missions for the Black Hole and Section X can now be accessed via your fleet. Now recently Charles Boyd and Eric Musko sat down with SWTOR Central for a community interview, and they confirmed in that interview that 5.9 would wrap up the current storylines so that the next update would be a fresh start. There's not going to be any more mucking about with the Knights of so-and-so for the titles, it's going to be a complete move away from that, so this update will wrap up all of the current storylines. We can finally look forward to getting stuck back into the old Republic and Empire rivalry and look at fresh storylines moving forward. I for one am quite excited with how the game's moving forward. There's lots more potential for development, and I'm even doing some of the class stories again just to relive some of the exciting storylines. Marauder, Inquisitor, Sorcerer. There's quite a lot to keep me going at the moment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the update and any future developments for the game. Feel free to comment in the video description or send me a tweet. I've put the link in the description for my Twitter account and we can talk about what the future holds for the game. That pretty much wraps things up for this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and don't forget to press that little bell in the corner as well so that you turn notifications on. Have a great day and may the 4th be with you.